A client asked me recently about mystery schools. Now, I have a post on mystery schools that might be online before this video or after this video, or this video will never get online. I have fucking no idea. But you have a look at Instagram and you might find it there. Be a bit more detailed than this. So mystery schools are becoming a bit of a thing at the moment, and I was a member of Ramtha's School of Mystery around 2007, and I went to a few retreats, and I was a part of that for maybe 2 years. It's become quite a big thing now. I grew away from it. Now, I did learn some great stuff there, very interesting people. Joe Dispenza was a teacher in Ramtha's school at one point. He left just before I arrived, but it's a big group, and it's expensive. They make their money. But since then, I've encountered a few people, and I've a bit of guidance as well myself around mystery schools. So the mystery school is for the human. But and we are human, but there's also other ways that some of us are receiving information, being taught, being upgraded, being schooled. And there's a book called Initiation by Elizabeth. I think it's Elizabeth H. I can't pronounce her name. And there's a section in that she talked about. It was a few decades ago, I think, that this was written, and it was based, 50, 60 years ago, maybe longer than that. But it's set in ancient Egypt. And, there's a few lines, a section in that where she talks about future teachings, meaning, say, today, meaning way down the road. And a time where mystery schools, in a sense, would not be practical or would not be safe. So we're in a world now that there is a lot of, we have the internet, and we've spying, and fucking, our phones are being traced and tracked and all the rest of that. And you're doing that for yourself as well. So let's not see that as being the enemy or bad or the elite or any of that nonsense. You're signing up and contracting for this pressure in order to teach you. It's part of your mystery school. You're in your mystery school. You don't have to fucking go anywhere, give them money. But she talks about off-planet mystery schools and off-planet teachings. Now, she only mentions it. There's no discussion on it. She talks about, that it's an energetic place. So if we can physically go to the energetic place, we can work off planet, and we will be taught if that's on our timeline, if that's on our contract. Now, so that sowed the seed for me. And then I think it was 2 years ago or so, I worked with a woman, or she worked with me. I had a session with a woman. We ended up speaking for hours, and I had a great conversation with her. She's a breatharian. I won't name her name, but her social media for me does not resonate with me at all. It's very sanitized, and it's very bit love and lighty. But I behind closed doors, I spent a few hours with her, and we talked about the deepest, darkest fucking satanic stuff that's going on in the world, and how she's integrating that stuff, finding herself in those rooms energetically, which is part of my work as well. I've encountered an awful lot of that and worked with it. So, and it's all purposeful. It all has to be integrated and washed through and cleared. We can't steer away from this stuff. If it's on your path, you got to work with it. But her journey was, that she would find herself off planet with her guides and with her teachers, and she would work there, and she would be upgraded. Her physical body had to be upgraded. Her being was upgraded to be here, to hold higher frequency and energy. And what I'll talk a bit more about in the article that may be online now, or may be online after this, or maybe I didn't put it online at all, but I intend to, is about my own experience, more and more of going into that place of knowing that I'm due, that it's like the human thinks, I'm going to watch a YouTube video on cars. I don't watch YouTube videos on spirituality. I have no interest. Watch them about cars. So I'm going to eat my lunch. And then the being is kind of going, no, you're fucking due in school. And to sit down in those moments and I can feel it now. You know, and I feel teary. I feel emotional. To know that we're being called to be still enough and to slow the mind down over months or years enough to know that we're being called to be still, to settle and to work, and that our higher self is present in those moments, are our guides, our teachers, whoever. So in that moment we're being upgraded. It's to allow. It's almost like, you know, the crown chakra opens, and it's almost like honey or energy is being poured in. And our role is to allow that to be poured down through. You know, and in previous videos I've talked about the perineum and talked about, you know, the holding of that PC muscle, Kegel exercises for women, you know, at times not clamping it, but we're gradually working with that. And the body knows those muscles work themselves. That energy gets circulated, and it's allowing the physical body to upgrade, to shift, to allow a little bit more energy, a little bit higher frequency, which in tune plugs in different, if you like, circuits to receive in different moments, communicating with different people. Oh, my camera is wonky. Also, it's to, in a sense, for me, it's to prepare me for who I'm working for, so I can receive the energy, the consciousness of this person that I might be working with tomorrow or next week, to allow in the awareness. Then I meet the person, and then we're communicating, and then I have the awareness, I have the downloads, I have whatever frequency is required for that person in that time. Yeah, I don't think I've anything else to say on that, so I'm going to stop. If you find this of use, please share it to other people. If you feel gratitude for this, you can leave a comment or a like. Buy me a coffee at buymeacoffee.com/SpawnEvolution, but there's a link below. I'll leave it at that. I don't even remember what I was talking about. Mystery schools off planet. Yeah, it's just to allow that space and allow these things to unfold. Be patient. Take your time. If nothing's happening, if you're frustrated, that's okay. That's what's being released. If you get angry and you're looking at your watch, that's what's being released. So to just keep coming back to center. Facilitate your own change. I'll leave it at that. Thanks.